Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Salem Hemisphere. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this video here in the email, there's a couple links to some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll get started with your orientation right here in the front with your tongue jack. You do have a power tongue jack. So up and down with this button here, and then you have a light in the front. If this were to fail for any reason, you can remove this little cap here. There's a tool in the front compartment. You can manually crank this up or down. That way you're not stuck somewhere. You have two 20-pound propane tanks with your regulator right here. So this little notch points towards the tank that you're using. So if this tank were to go empty, just give that a turn, open up your valve. Now you can use this tank while you fill this one. Your battery is there. You can have more than one battery down there. There's room for two. So if you needed two batteries, you can definitely do that. All right, go around to your side compartment. You have your power cord. That's your 30 amp power cord, about 25 feet long. And just inside here, kind of hidden in the corner, you have your battery disconnect. So if you turn this key, that turns all 12 volt off to your camper. So that is on. So now there's 12 volt going to the camper. You do want to make sure you have that on if you want your battery to charge. If you're connected with your shore power or your vehicle, you do need to have that in the on position. Your doors are held up with magnets, so a nice feature there. You have the slam latches on here. Stabilizers in all four corners. Those are used just for stabilizing, not for leveling. So get the camper nice and level and then put those stabilizers down. Keeps it from bouncing around inside. This is one of your two gray tanks. So this is going to be for your kitchen. So just put your wastewater hose on there, pull that gray handle, and that will empty that tank for you. That white line hanging down by the tire there, that is for your freshwater tank. So if you use your freshwater tank and you need to drain any water out of it, just open that valve and that will drain your tank for you. Back here in the back, you have another gray and a black tank. So the gray is on the left, black is on the right. So hook your wastewater hose up, pull that black handle first, let that empty out. That's your toilet. So once that's emptied, pull that gray handle. That gray dirty sinking shower water is going to help wash the black out of your hose. Once they're both empty, close that gray, leave that black open, then take a garden hose right here to the back. You have a black tank flush. So hook a hose up to there, turn it on. It's like an upside down sprinkler system in your black tank. So it's going to flush your black tank out for you. Let that run for a few minutes. Once you're satisfied it's clean enough, turn that hose off. Now you can close your black handle, put your cap back on, you're good to go. Your water heater. Water heater is gas or electric. You do have an anode rod. So if you're not familiar with this, you have a metal tank. Instead of your tank corroding, this anode rod will corrode instead. So this is going to save your tank from being corroded. So you will have to replace this every 2 or 3 years. So this will be all eaten away. It's supposed to. But this is also your plug. Put it right down here when you're ready to use it. Tighten that up. And now you're ready to fill your water heater. So you hook your water up, turn it on. Starts filling your water heater. Once your water heater's full, you can turn it on. To make sure it's full, you can pull on this relief valve right here. You get water coming out, you know it's full. If you want to run the electric, that switch right there, turn that on. That turns the electric portion of your water heater on. If you want to run this off of gas, there's a switch inside on your control panel that you'll turn on, and that will turn the gas on. It's all electronic ignite, so you don't have to light any pilot lights. Just make sure there's water in it, and then turn the switch on. To drain it, just take your anode rod out, and it will drain right from here. The first time you use this, you're going to have to unbypass it and get the antifreeze out because it is winterized. So to do that, you're going to hook a hose up to your city water connection, which is right there. Turn that on. Go around in the camper. Every place that runs water, your toilet, sink, shower, everything, including your outdoor shower. You're going to run one faucet at a time until all the antifreeze is out. Once you get water everywhere, now you can go inside the coach in the back. There's an access panel where you can unbypass your water heater. There's two valves on the back. Turn those valves and you'll hear your water heater start to fill up. Once your water heater is full, then you can turn it on. you're done with your wastewater hoses, you can store it right in your bumper. So take the cap off, throw it in there, put your cap back on. License plate goes there. Hook your power there. 30 amp service. I recommend you use a 30 amp surge guard when you're plugged in at the parks. You have an outdoor shower, hot and cold water. You have your rack back here. So undo these, put the rack down, put those back in. Inputs for cable or satellite. Some parks have cable service. And then your water hookups are down here. So city water connection, that's for full hookup camping. Hook a hose up. You have water pressure going throughout the camper with that hose. This is to fill your freshwater tank. So if you're rustic camping, fill your freshwater tank and then turn your water pump on. And then your black tank flush, we already went over. Low point drains down here. There's a hot and a cold. That's the lowest point in your water system. So you want to empty the water out of your lines, just take these caps off. You do have electric awning, outdoor speakers. This is the vent over your stove, so just pop this open, turn that fan on, it'll vent outside. If you're not using it, snap that closed. You have a mount for a TV out here, output, a couple plugs, and then an outdoor shower on this side. There is a blue slinky hose in the front compartment. You hook it up to there and you have cold water on this side. This is your furnace vent. It does get very hot. Do not put anything that will melt in front of it. And then you have your solid steps. Make sure your door is all the way open before you move the solid steps up or down, because this will hit your screen door and damage your door. These lift up into place, snap right into the door frame. You can adjust the legs by moving the pins and put the legs where you need them, and then pull the yellow handle to bring them down. Make sure your steps are as flush to your threshold as you can get. Otherwise, your screen door will hit on this if it's too high and damage your door. Or your main door, if there's not a gap here, it will hit right here and damage your door. Spot for your pets or your kids if they're being bad. You do have an outside griddle. There is a hookup right back here for your propane, and then you're going to hook it to your quick connect right down here. Your refrigerator, this is electric only, so you do need to be plugged in for this to work. Nice little mini fridge. Alright, let's see here. We have a plug for solar. So you are solar ready. If you have a portable solar panel, plug it in there and it will trickle charge your battery. Tool inside your front compartment is for your stabilizer jacks. You do have a wastewater hose, 10-foot wastewater hose that comes with it, 25-foot freshwater hose, and then a electrical adapter so you can plug in at home. And of course your hitch, which will be put on when you arrive. And you have some tire covers here. Alright, again, slam latch on the front here. And it looks like that is everything on the outside. So we will head inside next. Alright, just inside your door, you have your fuses and breakers. Your fuses are regular car style fuses. If a fuse were to go out, an LED light will light up next to the bad one so you can quickly identify it. But they are labeled as well. So everything is labeled in there. And you can see the light through this window here if a fuse does go out. Nice big pantry. If you have a light up here, you can make this turn it on all the time or make it a motion light. Entertainment center here. So you have a remote for your TV, remote for your fireplace, remote for your stereo. Control panel is right next to that. So this is where you're going to check your tank levels. So tanks. So we need to pull these handles. We have them filled up so you can see the different levels they're at. So your battery is full. So push on it. Let me focus this a little better. There we go. Fresh tank, 2/3 full right now. Gray tank's 2/3 full. Your other gray is full. Auxiliary tank, this is going to read empty because it's not connected with anything. You have 2 gray tanks. This is if you were to have a 3rd gray tank. and you don't need one on this coach, so that's going to read empty all the time. So as these tanks fill, these light up. Water pump. So if you use that freshwater tank, turn this water pump on, you'll have water pressure throughout the camper from your freshwater tank. Once your water heater's full, if you want to run out of gas, turn your water heater switch on right here. That's the gas. And this has tank heaters on it. So if you're a late season camper and you're afraid your tanks might freeze, just turn that on and it will keep your tanks from freezing. It's like having a heating pad around your tanks. These are lights, so that's outside lights for your awning, inside lights. It's all your ceiling lights in the main room here. Since they are all on one switch, maybe you don't want them all on, you can turn them off individually by pushing the button in the center. You have your awning switch right here. So just hold this down until your awning's all the way out or all the way in. And the same with your slide out. Just hold it down till your slide comes all the way in or goes all the way out. Once it's in or out, it will just stop for you. So that's your control panel here. Then you have your fireplace. This is electric only. It's a nice space heater. It gives off some good heat. Your controls are right here, or you have the remote. But you have your power button. You can adjust the flames, the colors of the rocks, and then your heat. So 0 heat, low heat, or high heat. So you can just look at this without having heat come out, or if you need to heat it up in here. And then you have a timer, goes up to 9 hours. So nice space heater, pretty cool. All the vents you see along the floor are for your furnace. Any vents you see up in the ceiling are going to be for your air conditioner. You have a carbon monoxide LP detector here. As long as that green light's on, you're good to go. And then right here you have your stereo. This is a CD player, DVD player. It is Bluetooth. You have indoor and outdoor speakers. See if I can get a station here. Anything? There we go. So it shows A and B is on right here. You have zone A, turns off the inside. Zone B will turn off the outside or turn them on. Just push A or B to play whichever one you want, and you can have them both on if you want. But this is hooked up to this TV, so you can put a DVD in there and play it through this TV here. Alright, and then your refrigerator is a 12 volt residential style refrigerator. Your controls for it are right there. So this can be running while you're going down the road, and when you're hooked to your vehicle with that 7-way plug, your battery will be charging as long as that battery disconnect is in the on position, and then you're not going to lose any battery power running your fridge down the road. Microwave, standard microwave. You have your fan, light, so make sure that vent's open on the outside when you use your fan, if you want it to vent out. You have extra counter space here with this glass top, otherwise flip this up. You do have lights here, so push up and there's these lights right there. You push down, you have these lights and an oven light. But to light this up, you're going to put it on the flame, and you're going to turn your igniter however many times it takes until your stovetop lights up. This does have arrows on it, so turn this to the right only. Turn that to the left, you can break it. Your oven's going to work with it as well, but put it on the flame. Hold this button in while you're turning your igniter. You have to hold this in while you turn it. Once your pilot light lights up, then you can put it on your temperature. Don't forget to put this down. This will break in transit. Your keys are right here on your sink, and that's where they'll be when you pick up. You have this switch here, because this is a 30 amp service. You have a switch you can run your fireplace or your air conditioner. You cannot run them both at the same time, and you really don't need to run heat and air at the same time. So just flip the switch, choose which one you want. That way you're not blowing your breakers out. Right here is your thermostat. Push this bottom button. So get closer here, focus, maybe. Sorry for this camera work. So you push the bottom button, there's your fan. You have different fan speeds, your air conditioner, and then your heat. And then you set your temperature here. So that first temperature was the actual temperature. Once you push your buttons here, it goes to your set temperature. Push it one more time and it's off. So just push that bottom button until you get to what you want. You have a table extension here. You do have the sliding door for your bedroom. It does have a latch. Make sure it's latched for travel. Under your bed you have storage. Your light switch for in here is just inside the door right here. Alright, and these also are push button lights. You have more push button lights under or right above the bed. Spot for a TV on the wall here. It says TV backer. Use a stud finder, find the right spot, mount your TV. Alright, so let's see here. We have your dinette. This does go into a bed. Just pop this tabletop off of the legs. It just pops right off. And then put the tabletop on the ledges here. And then you can fill in the gap with these cushions. Push button lights again. Recliners. So to recline, you have these little handles on the side. Pull those out and it will recline your chair for you. If you double tap right here, turns the light on or off. You do have USB charging port inside there. Another sliding door. Make sure that's latched when you travel. Nice big bathroom in here. Good storage. GFI plug there. USB charging ports. Your light switch is right by the shower here. And then you do have a vent with a fan, so just crank this up. Turn your fan on. Just make sure you have this down before you travel. And then you have a foot pedal flush. So halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush it. Your air conditioner, you can dump the air down by opening the ends up, like they are right now. So it cooled off quicker in this area. But if you want to cool it off quicker in the bedroom or the bathroom, close those up, and then you'll have more pressure through your vents. You do have filters in here you can take out, clean, and reuse as well. And I believe that is everything in here. I don't think I missed anything. But if you have questions after you watch this video, just let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. I want to thank you for purchasing at TerryTown. We appreciate your business and congratulations.